It's PSTV, driven by Haldeman Ford.
Hey guys, we're reporting for 94.5 PST. What's up? I'm Carmen here with the Somerset.
Hey.
Hello.
Good morning.
They just did an awesome performance and
Thank
totally
you.
rocked it. Were you like overtired about? You were like,
That was really fun. That was really cool.
that was fun.
We played in Philadelphia last night, and we were live streaming the show on Yahoo, and it was probably one of the more energetic sets we've ever played. I think like just something came through us, and it was kind of like parkour the set, and we were just running on things. And I kind of climbed a balcony at one point, but then we were playing this acoustic show in this small little setting this morning, and I couldn't help but want to start climbing things, and I thought that would have probably been inappropriate, but needless to say, we're here and we had some
a lot
fun.
of fans in here too.
Yeah, that was fun.
They've seen you like tons of times.
Yeah, we met there was a girl at our show last night, and it was her 100th Somerset show.
What the heck? Did
Yeah.
they like
Crazy.
follow you on tour?
And
Did you
pretty
guys-
much.
She flies around the country, and 100 shows.
It's kind of the best thing about being this band is like it kind of feels like it's fresh and we're a brand new band, but we also get to secretly have 9 years of really awesome history. So I think we're really grateful for all the people who've been coming to see us for this long.
Yeah, that's like you have a great fan base. Okay, so how did you guys come together as a group?
Well, so John and I and his brother Steven, we all knew each other in middle school. So you were like 11 maybe, I was 13, Steven was 13. And we formed a band because we wanted to play at our school's middle school like dance.
Yeah.
And so we just started playing Blink-182 covers, and we were really bad, but we just stuck together, and then we found Brian on MySpace in 2007.
MySpace.
Oh yeah.
Yep, the MySpace days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, the rest is history. So
And then we started the Somerset came to be in 2007, and now here we are. Just years of touring and playing shows and making albums.
Awesome. So how does it feel to be the only girl in the group?
It feels really great to
yeah, I was like, don't ask me that question. 'Cause
She's not the only girl in the group. You haven't met Josh, our other guitar player. We call him Princess.
Yeah.
So
No, I took boxing lessons before this tour to make sure that the guys would stay in line, on this tour.
So you can beat them when
yeah,
it's out of hand.
just to keep them.
as if you even needed to take boxing lessons.
They were already scared of me before that. So
What's the grossest thing that you have to like deal with?
I know
like,
okay,
I know where this is
I know
going.
what it is.
I know where this is going.
And I'm pretty sure he'll never admit to it. I think it's his fault though. Is
Probably.
the toilet seat on the bus? Sometimes they don't like think to put it down, or if they do put it down, it's just gross, and it's just not pretty.
They don't
It's not a
wipe
pretty
it
sight.
down for you.
I mean, probably too much information, but you're lucky you get to sit down. It's a little hard to stand and pee on a moving bus.
Put the seat
You're
up.
lucky.
You're lucky, Jess.
Or you can sit peeing.
You're lucky.
Guy style.
You're lucky. We're sitting here like moving bus. Anyways,
So I don't know how accurate Wiki is because but
like
there's
Wikipedia.
exactly.
Well, if it's any consulate,
Not accurate.
No, I can already see where this is going because one time Wikipedia tried to say that his brother quit the band and was replaced by Piano Cat, the internet piano meme cat player thing.
No way.
And we honestly wish that part was true.
Was that the rumor that I'm about to ask you guys about?
Probably not.
There was a rumor that you guys were going to break up last year.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
What kept you guys together?
Well, it wasn't necessarily like a breakup.
Breakup.
It was more like a hey, let's do this album and like take like and we've for the past probably 5 years straight. I mean, we've been a band for 9 years, but we were in high school for a few of those years. We were a high school band turned touring band. But we'd been putting out records and doing 1 to 2 year touring cycles that are like touring 9 months out of the year. So this one we were like, hey, like, are we gonna put this out and then like maybe give everyone some time to like do some stuff on their own if they want to not just go back into another 9 month sort of album cycle. And yeah, at one point we thought, we're like, yeah, we're gonna put out this album and we're gonna go away for a little bit. And then we decided we kind of got started working through the album, and then
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Everything changed.
I still remember there was like a kind of a pivotal point where we sat down and had this discussion of, hey, like this album took a long time to make, and we're really, really proud of that. And I think there was this one point where we were kind of hit a wall on the record and thought maybe it was time to just treat this as one last album before we take a little bit of a break. And what was so great about that is I think it finally let us let our guard down, took some of the pressure off. And I think for a long time I was being really hard on some of the songs I'd written, and I don't think we were putting enough faith in ourselves that we could produce the album ourselves, that John and Steven could just do this and we didn't need anybody else. And I think by kind of this Wikipedia rumor of almost breaking up, this silver lining happened where we kind of let ourselves trusted ourselves, and we did this record, and we just made it back to the basics with no rules and no expectations. And when we finished the album, we listened to it and we were like, wow, I think this is the best thing we've ever made. We should probably keep doing this.
Awesome. Well.
And here we are.
Yeah, it is an awesome album. And so you guys are like a pop, rock type of band. But if we turned on your iPod right now, what would we find playing?
Wow.
People still have iPods?
Frozen soundtrack.
Frozen?
That's not
No,
true.
that's not
true. You've been listening
John
to-
couldn't name a single song on the Frozen soundtrack besides Let It Go.
Besides Let It Go. Probably. I'm trying to think right now.
It's a lot of Chance the Rapper.
I love Chance the
Yeah.
Rapper.
It's just a lot of Chance the Rapper.
Like a lot of views from the Six.
Oh.
Views. I'm really into Drake.
John
I'm a
tags-
huge Drake. And I
John-
see that you guys have a Drake poster or framed,
like cut out.
like
that you're-
out there. Big fan.
John tags every photo he's in that he posts on Instagram. He tags himself as Champagne Poppy Drake.
Yes,
He tags himself as Drake. So obviously we have something we need to work on here.
I am Drake.
I'm probably listening. I'm probably listening to The Lion King.
I'm
No
always
way.
listening to Sarah Bareilles because I just love her. So
You're just a huge fan.
Yeah.
Awesome. So your album, you're talking about it, Stories of Monday. How'd you guys come up with that name?
We came up with Stories for Monday.
Had a wild weekend and
It's not even so much about that. I think it's about a lot of things. It ties in a little bit in part with us, considering thinking about taking a break. And I think it was just also a part of this just 9-year journey we've been on, where I think this album to me signified this kind of fresh start, as if the last kind of. I still remember a point where we toured up until the end of our last album, Legendary, for 6.5, 7 years, just straight. And right out of high school. And it all felt like this one really long metaphorical weekend. And then I remember we got home, everybody else moved out to LA where I've been living, and we took a little bit of break, and it was as if all the time that had stopped while we were on the road for 6 years caught up to us, and all of a sudden we were now adults and we were living in this thing, and it was a new chapter. And I think it was a huge stepping stone into us making this record, is kind of coming into our own as adults in our mid-20s and kind of figuring ourselves out. To me, Stories from Monday kind of is this representation of kind of life after this really long weekend, and I guess the start of something new, and the start of a new week or a new album. And I think what I've loved is a lot of our fans have kind of found their own Monday in their own lives, and that's been really exciting. And I just kind of love that concept of Stories from Monday, of people coming in to the office and talking about all their plans and everything they did over the weekend and all the kind of their adventures. And I think that's really cool.
awesome. And you said you spent a long time working on it. How long
Like,
did it take to record the album?
it only took a couple weeks to record the album. It took about 2 years to write.
Yeah.
There's certain songs in the album that were written actually while we were still touring off of Legendary that actually weren't necessarily at the time written with any idea of the next Somerset album in mind. There's a song on the record called Jean Jacket that I wrote almost 3 years ago now, with a friend who's a songwriter, and we actually wrote it as a pitch for a different artist. And then when we finished the song, I kind of look at my friend Ben, and I was like, honestly, Ben, this is my favorite thing I've ever written, and I really just kind of want to not give this to anybody and hold on to this for the rest of my life, and hopefully we can start making a new Somerset album soon. And then that kind of happened. But then there's songs like Figure Me Out's the first song on the record, but it was actually the last song written, and I think it made all the other songs make sense. But then when it came time to actually recording the album, I guess it's in bits and pieces. We did a lot of, the beautiful thing about recording the way we did this album is we can kind of do a lot of it as we go. We can kind of write and record at the same time. But then we did when we actually turned the engine on and started making the record properly, it only took a couple weeks. It was just kind of the writing process and the inspiration process was just this off and on battle for 2 years.
And you were saying earlier, Figure Me Out, you wrote that because of your dad?
No, not necessarily. Figure Me Out was written as the last song written for the album at a time when I think maybe we were the most frustrated at where we were in the album process, or maybe at least for me as a writer, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to write a certain kind of song that maybe people would want to hear. And I got kind of so frustrated that I called my mom, and I was like, and we were finishing a tour, and I said, Mom, I'm going to come to Arizona and just hang out with you for a couple weeks and not think about music and not write a single song and just figure out what's going on because I just don't know what I'm doing. And I get to Arizona, and a couple nights in, sometime around 1 a.m, without even an instrument in my hand, I just start kind of riffing the I'm a bit too pop for the punk kids, too punk for the pop kids lyric. And then just ended up writing this entire verse about all these kind of juxtaposition, what's the word I'm looking for? Contradicting thoughts about who I am as a person, and kind of just like taking the rug out from anyone else who could possibly say it about me. I'm just going to say it about myself. And then sat down at a piano, or just like 1 a.m. in my parents' house, and sat down at the piano that I grew up on and played that first chord in the chorus and sang that I believe there's more to life than all my problems. And all of a sudden there was this song in front of me that I never expected to happen. And it was an absolute blessing, because I remember sending a voice note of this song at like 2 a.m. to John and his brother, like of me trying to play the song on a piano on my iPhone, and said, hey, this is not going to make any sense, but I think there's something here. And then John and his brother turned this song into this larger than life process that I'm really proud of. And it's really cool to see how some of that writing process has been for us. And it's really awesome now, because Figure Me Out is bar none the most I've ever written a song for myself. And it's really cool to, like, what I love about songwriting is you write a song for yourself or for somebody, but the minute it's out there, you let it go. And now I love that fans of our band have taken this song to whole different heights, and I've seen people writing it on graduation caps. I never thought of this song as being a graduation season song, and now it totally is. And I think I love that process of writing a song and then letting it go and then seeing what people make of it.
That's awesome. So we know the grossest thing that happens on the tour bus: peeing on the seat. Who's the craziest or wildest out of everybody?
I think Jess is the craziest in the world.
Still Jess.
Jess might be.
Certainly Jess.
Yeah.
She might be the person who stays up the latest.
Okay, so
Yeah. Usually the bus turns on, I'm like out, but she'll like still be like walking around, like hanging out.
Jess likes to have a
Cute.
good time.
Chicks have a good time.
I like to meet new friends, and when we're new cities, I'm just
She's the
enjoy-
kind of
I'm
person who
living
goes
the
to a
life.
bar and then like is like, oh my god, meet this person. Like she's introducing us to these new people she met as if they'd known each other since childhood.
okay,
Yeah.
And I'm like,
so-
Jess, how do you know these people? She's like, I just met them like 30 minutes ago.
Pretty sure I've been
Alright.
invited to like people's weddings that I just met. Like
You
that
might
night.
She also
Love this,
probably
then.
goes because Jess loves weddings.
Loves
love weddings.
You might lose at this game then.
She's just so
okay,
friendly.
we're gonna play Summer Set the Record Straight. It's basically Never Have I Ever, a little bit PG-13 though.
Okay.
So
Okay.
5
Oh.
fingers up. We're playing Never Have I Ever.
Oh, okay. PG-13, so.
Have you ever made out with a fan?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, wait, so what do you do when
You put your finger down
Oh.
if you've done it.
Yeah, I'm saying, we don't have to answer, we just do the
You
fingers.
just put your
But-
finger down if you have.
Yeah.
Just put your finger down. I'm trying to. I may.
You put everyone put your finger down,
No, I
okay?
didn't really. I had to think about this.
Think
No,
about it. Finger to put down, or?
Think about
Next
how many
question.
to put down.
Only one. You only have
No
to do
judgment here.
one. All right. So, have you ever stolen a band member's clothes?
Stolen? Or, no.
/ borrow.
down.
Well, I
No.
guess stolen. Yeah, stolen.
Wait, in my
Oh, I borrowed people's clothes. Not.
Well, stolen. Stolen.
I think I've never so far.
I have.
Have you ever slid in a fan's DM?
I'm literally going to lose so fast.
Maybe you're the wildest.
you did.
Move.
I was like, there's only been 3 questions. You can't have 4 fingers down.
to.
Okay.
Have you ever dated another celebrity?
Bye, guys.
And have you ever been arrested?
I haven't been like taken to jail.
Put in handcuffs. Haven't been charged of anything. Does that count?
Yes.
Oh man, I'm winning. This is great.
Okay, well,
Put
I'm
in
going to do my
handcuffs,
other
didn't
2.
actually get
Have you
charged.
ever streaked?
Yeah.
Well, no. Oh, what is
Well,
No, that's like.
Have you ever
No.
run naked in a public
Okay,
place?
Oh,
you
no, no, no,
clearly
no.
not
you
completely
lost.
naked.
No, I still have 1 finger left.
Uh,
Or do you already know the answer to this next question? No, I'm screwed.
have you ever made a pit stop on the side of the road to pee with heavy traffic because you needed to go that bad?
Oh,
Yeah.
my God, absolutely.
I
Brian,
lost.
Yeah,
Damn
you
it.
lost.
I was winning. This is like murder.
Oh man.
Oh,
I'm
we know what
killing
the
it.
crazy and wildest is now. All right, I
he
want to
wins.
thank you guys for that beautiful performance.
Thank you.
And stop stopping by PST Nation. It's the summer set,
Thank you.
guys.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you guys for watching the PST channel.
Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and our Snapchat. Twitter's over there. Facebook's right here. Be our friend.
And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to our channel. Ow. Yuck, you went up there.